Hannah Crawford, you made this game, didn't you?
I did.
And
I made it for Ludum Dar 37. Ludum Dari, I think is the way they pronounce it.
did I skip something just now?
No, you didn't. Drops you straight into the room. So the thing to
Oh
bear in
my,
mind with this is that
my,
this was all made in 72 hours.
oh my,
Um,
this filter, I swear the game would be way better without this filter.
well, the thing is that we didn't really have a whole bunch of art, so we had to kind of post-process the entire thing. I've received mixed things. A lot of people on Ludum Dare seem to like it, but a lot of people I talked to on Facebook actually were said that they felt it gave them a headache.
It's terrible. You people out there are lucky that you could just see it in tiny windowed form in a YouTube video, but not me. I see it full screen and it's
Is it the post-processing buzz or is it the light flickering that's giving you a headache though?
it's both not helping, but it's definitely the pixels. Wait,
Uh,
am I going to be locked in this room? But under these
no, no, no.
conditions? Oh,
You can
okay.
unlock the locker.
Oh, right.
Don't pick. Yeah.
How do I? Oh, right. It's automatic. Okay. This is the mirror that apparently is
No, no,
rendering
no,
all
no.
along.
That's not a mirror. That's not a mirror. That's a mirror. It's at the end. There's a mirror. But we do have occlusion culling.
I can't go in
and
there,
then-
can I?
yeah,
Oh,
you
I
jump.
can.
You can jump. You have to. Yeah, you have to jump to get in.
Right.
Pick up
Amazing.
the hammer. And there's a You can craft a crowbar out of the broken bed. It's a bit contrived.
Well, that was magical. Just instantly making a crowbar.
Yeah. So if you look behind the mattress there, you might want to see the numbers. So there's 3 scratches in the last room there.
Oh no, you're going to make it. Are you just going to tell me how to do everything? Okay.
I just see you getting frustrated with the whole thing. So
I'm just.
it seems to be a hit or miss. Like some people get it, and some people think what we do is done with it. So it just depends on what kind of person you are, I guess, as to how quickly you'd work that out. Because it's just a lot of what we came up with was random, and a bit like we didn't really know what we were doing with the narrative until we were already halfway through. But for Ludum Dare, it was our first entry into it.
Oh
and
my
we're quite
god.
happy with it. For what it is. As far as like in terms of the other Ludum Dare games, I think we're on the same level. The next door. If you go down that corridor.
Oh, it's toggle to crouch. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
originally we had a lot more crouching. We were going to do like an air duct and a lot more.
Oh
with
god.
that, but we ran out of time.
Someone came ketchup all over this desk.
Yeah, we totally ripped off Hotline Miami's art style there, like with the kind of neon blood. So,
Oh, just,
Yeah.
great. My least favorite thing to be a thing that exists.
what, neon blood?
Hotline Miami.
Is that not? Do you not like Hotline Miami?
Oh,
Hotline
I
Miami's
hate it.
amazing. I don't like number 2. The second game isn't as good. The
Oh.
first one is very good. I like the first one a lot, but the second one was a bit of a disappointment.
This is just like Half-Life.
Has
I-
physics like
I get up
Half-Life.
there?
Half-Life to be confirmed.
Oh yes.
You can, but you need to unlock the drawer first.
Oh, the chair, however, is magical. Oh god, don't spoiler it. I think I don't know. Oh wow, really? Jesus.
Yeah, that was Joey's idea. That was Joey's idea. So if you've got anything with that, that's Joey. So
Screw you, Joey. Okay, 3 and then 7, I think.
yeah.
Well, don't validate me too much. I gonna have a little bit of finding it out myself. What, didn't you say there was music in this?
There is, but well, there's no music. There's music on the main menu, and then there's sounds in the game. I can't hear what's going on, so I'm not sure whether you can hear in your recording. But I'm not hearing it through Skype.
Yeah, there's nothing. It's just some.
If it's silent, then you've
God,
got.
I can't believe they have the same flickering light everywhere.
The whole theme was one room. It's supposed to be like one room duplicated with like progressively getting worse.
Right. Well, it's certainly doing that.
But
Open.
yeah.
No, I've
No,
done
no,
it
no,
wrong.
no, no. You have to find the right code. You have to find the right code. So it's 3-7, and then there's another thing.
Is this 6? I can't
So
tell.
the top number, like the top little notch is 0. So your first one's right, and
Wait, what am I doing?
click once more. Click once more in the middle one.
Right.
Right,
Aha.
yeah, that'll open. Do you like our nicely modeled key? That's a cube.
Oh, very nice. Why can't I
Yeah.
jump onto the table? You'd think.
The doors don't have collision. Go over.
Oh, by
You- no,
crouching. Wow.
yeah. I thought you clipped into the thing there, but no, it's by crouching. So you have to do like a little frog cannonball onto the table.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a game with a smaller jump.
Yeah, no. Well, the idea was that it was only going to be used for like tiny little things, but we weren't originally going to have a jump, but then people were like, oh, well, most games have a jump, but we didn't want the player to be able to like jump everywhere. But the way we do it, like, there's an interesting thing with Unity is where not Unity, it's not a game engine specific issue, but when you crouched, we were lowering the actual height of the character collider, so it was like then doing this weird thing where we'd like grab his knees in midair and then like smack down onto his bum, which is how the crouching was working and how most crouching in Unity games work, and it's terrible. But one of my friends in chat actually came up with a really nice solution to that. That when you do that, you lerp the height of the player.
Lerp, huh?
Fine, and then when you're uncrouching, instead of like using the collision to kind of glitch your way back up, if you have the character do a little hop when they're standing back up, it's very smooth. So if you notice, the standing and crouching is actually very smooth.
Yes.
Like there's no like if a lot of Unity games, if you see the way that people implement it by just if you try and smoothly interpolate the height, you'll actually get a whole bunch of jerkiness because the collider goes through the floor.
Indeed,
but what we do is we do like a little hop, skip, and a jump. So we kind of make sure that the player's not touching the ground when their character collider would
well,
be extended.
that's certainly one way to do it. I usually don't even have it so that the collider touches the ground. I usually use some kind of raycast to find out how far above the ground I am.
What we've done here is we've used the Unity character controller physics modeling, but then so if you went into the drawer, you've got the key. If you get to the drawer.
Oh, right. I'm stupid. Yeah. Oh, no, I've accidentally gotten ketchup everywhere.
And then you can unscrew the bolts using that screwdriver there.
It looks really bad when there's something bright and then this pixel effect is going everywhere.
I think it's a matter of taste. Something that me and Joey really liked, but the others didn't like. This is a mirror coming, so your frame rate might die here. This was added last minute.
Yeah, I noticed earlier when I walked past the outside of this room, it got a bit laggy.
Yeah, the reason that's happened is because this actually the entire game was when you look in that direction.
I'm not visible in the mirror.
No, but if you look behind you, you see that the effect that it says "wake up," but it doesn't say it on the actual table.
There's someone at the door.
There is.
Oh no! Is this the end?
This is the end of the 10-minute game. It's not even 10 minutes. It's like 5 minutes long, and then it's got like a cheesy ending that basically tells you that it was all a dream and you never left and you need to wake up and stuff like that. We came up with the ending in about like 10 minutes, and I finished it about an hour before submission date. Everyone else went home. Joey was on the train back to Manchester. So one of our team members came from Manchester and was carrying a 27-inch Mac on the train with him. So that was a bit crazy. But everyone else had left, and I had to basically finish the ending in about 3 hours since they left to finish it, and then had submission time. And yeah, I was basically falling asleep. I had about 12 hours sleep over the weekend.
I wonder if all the other games are also terrible.
Oh, it's a bit of an unfiltered opinion, but okay.
Oh yeah. Well, I really hate horror games, so I guess you should know that. But also pixel effects like that.
I played some pretty good games. In terms of production quality, I think we were quite up there in terms of actually making something substantial. A lot of the games were fun little games. The ones I've played so far were a real mixed bag. So there's a couple. There was no really in the middle. There were some that really blew me away. I was very impressed with, and there were some that could have used a little more time in there. But I think the main thing about Ludum is having fun, and we had the three of us over. We got drunk. We had some nice food, and we came out with a game at the end. And that's what that was. Yeah, and obviously that means everyone's worked together, and we look forward to working together again, and that's one of the main things about it. It's available for free, obviously, on itch.io, and hopefully whatever we make in future will be a bit more polished than this. But for 72 hours, it's probably a lot less than 72 hours. We probably put about 30 hours into the actual work.
Just partying hard the entire time.
Yeah, definitely. Partying, sleeping, and procrastinating mostly.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's quite hard when they give you the theme on Friday and you have got to come up with something. Like they give you just like one room and then you have to come up with something that kind of fits with the theme. We had the two artists that were working remotely. They couldn't devote a whole weekend to it, but they did a good job getting what we asked them to do. Just doing the quick 3D models and stuff like that. We had Joey, who did the main menu. There's originally more options for like quality and everything like that, but we didn't have time to fully implement them. It was one of his first times working with Unity, so I was really impressed at how quickly he worked everything out. He did the lock and everything.
Oh, he worked with Unity before. I saw him do some tutorials.
Yeah, he's definitely worked with Unity a little bit in the past, but nowhere near what me or you will have done. So he definitely did a good job. He programmed that kind of end effect. He did the animation for that.
Well, the text.
No, the text at the end was done by me in the last minute, but the kind of camera weird effect at the end. But other than that, I programmed the player, the interaction with the levels and the kind of the keeping track of what the player's doing system. The code was all a bit of a mess, but it was good. It was good. It was good fun. I enjoyed it. I'll definitely be taking part in next Ludum Diary, which I think is in 3 months. I think it happens quarterly.
Oh, they happen a lot, huh?
Sorry, yeah, no, they happen a lot. I think the first time remember when Notch was part of Ludum Diary? That was
I really don't. Just not my circles, those.
Yeah, no, definitely. But it became very popular around the same time that Notch got involved. That was 21, and I've been wanting to do one around since then. That's when I first heard of it. So since Ludum Diary like 23, which was like 2 years. No, not even 2 years ago. I'm not sure how many years ago that was, but it wasn't 10 years ago. And it's now in Ludum Diary 37. So there's a lot of them.
Right. So it pretty much looks like gone home, but then everyone has been murdered because they've just gone insane.
A little bit. I think Gone Home has a lot more content, and it's probably better thought out, better made.
Well, no, but, that part not, but yeah, more content probably.
I've never played Gone Home, but from what I'm one of these people who can appreciate.
I bet you can.
Different taste, different strokes. I'm someone. I've got Steam open right now, and I played 63 hours of Flight Simulator. So,
well,
I mean, different people are interested in different things.
Well, flight simulators are fine. It's just walking simulators. That's where the line begins to become blurry.
Well, it depends. If it has a good story. I mean, I've never played it, so again, I'm not going to defend a game that I've never played. But I like the beginner's guide. The beginner's guide was great.
I don't actually know what that is.
It's by what's his name? Davey Redden, the same guy that made the Stanley Parable.
Oh yeah, Stanley Parable was actually kind of good, surprisingly.
Yeah, that's a walking simulator, so it's the same thing as I don't know. I defend walking simulators as a genre because they can be good. The Stanley Parable is from what I can tell, I've not played the Stanley Parable, but the reviews say the Stanley Parable is very good. I really enjoyed the beginner's guide, so I think that it would be wrong to say that all walking simulators are terrible. But at the same time, I've never played Gone Home, so I'm not going to defend it, but I'm pretty sure it's better than what we made over a weekend.
That is definitely debatable, but I guess the fact it doesn't have that light flickering is probably a benefit. Yeah.
Well, on our Ludum Diary page, everyone seems to like it.
Yeah, I'm sure this is probably as good as it gets on Ludum Diary. Yes, artsy.
Yeah.
I feel like artsy is almost an insult these days.
Not necessarily, I suppose. I don't know. It depends.
I mean, it depends.
It can be used.
It depends who says it.
It depends on who says it and in what voice they say it.
If I say artsy, it's definitely an insult. Like a game, like inside, not this, but the actual game inside. That's artsy, but I don't think I'd like that game. I've never played it though. It might be alright.
Never heard of it. To be honest, I'll need to look into that. I've not had a whole lot of time for playing games lately. I mean, I got a new job at the start of the year, and a lot of my gaming time has been spent playing games with friends whenever I get the opportunity, because I don't really have the chance to play many single player things anymore.
Indeed, I see. Well, that was this game, so go and... Is there a voting page on Ludum Dare?
Yeah, there is. I'll send you the link if you want.
Yeah, I'll probably put it in the description, so check that out, and you can play it too if you want, and if you can call it playing. Alright, well, subscribe for more. You can find Hannah on my other channel as well. I think she's gonna be in one of the programming videos. Alright, goodbye.
Bye.